Tables mode. Table mode is used to get coordinates so we are able to draw graphs, to complete tables, or even to interpret graphs when values or equations are given to us. Let's have a closer look at how we are going to use tables mode on our calculator. In order to do this, I need to change the mode on my calculator. I press my mode button, and I'm then going into tables mode, which is option number 3 on here. Select option 3. Automatically, you will see that f of x is going to come up on the screen of your calculator. Let's have a closer look at the question that is being asked. Complete the following table for where y equals x plus 2. I have been given a table that has got no f of x or no y values that have been given to me. Let's see how the calculator is going to help us in completing this table. Step number 1, enter the equation that has been given to us. Y equals x plus 2. Now, for those that are not familiar with using the calculator, the x that we are going to be using is this one over here, my little red x, which is found here on my closed bracket. Because it is red and because it is an alphabet, I am going to be using my alpha button. So alpha and x plus 2. Please always ensure that once you have entered something onto the calculator, that you double check that what you have entered in matches up with what is being asked. Because a common mistake is we now and then have finger problems and we don't always double check, and this is where incorrect answers can occur. Once you are happy that everything is correct and it matches up, we can continue on. Press equals. Step number 2. A g of x comes up. What is a g of x indicating to us here? This indicates that if we have a second graph or if a second function was given to me, I could enter it at this point. If I don't have a second function or a second graph given to me, I am going to purely ignore it by pressing equals. Let's have a look now. There are some notes I want us to go through before we continue on with our steps. What is a start? What is an end? And what is a step? Because these are 3 questions that your calculator is always going to ask us in tables mode. Now, to answer these questions, firstly, your calculator asks you, where am I starting? To answer this quite clearly, we are always going to start with our lowest x values. Where am I going to find these x values? I can either find them on my x-axis, or I'm going to find them in my table that was given to me. What is an end? If our start was our lowest x value, our end is always going to be our highest x value. Again, where can these be found? Either on my x-axis or alternatively in the table that was provided. The next question is a step. What is a step? Another word for a step is an interval. And an interval means how much do I increase by every time I take a step. Now let's quickly go back just so I can explain this all better to you. So bear in mind we are looking at starting points, ending points, and what is a step. So, as I mentioned earlier, we are always going to be using our x values. We are starting with our lowest x value, which is -4. We are ending with our highest x value, which is positive 4, or just 4. Now to answer the question that everybody worries about, what is a step? If I start with minus 4, I go and I take a step and I go to minus 2. I have gone 2 steps from minus 4 to minus 2. From minus 2 to 0, I have taken 2 steps. From 0 to 2, I have taken another 2 steps. And from 2 to 4, a further 2. So therefore, every single time I have an interval that I am increasing up by, I am taking 2 steps. Let's go on and continue with our calculator sequence. Okay, step number 3 says, look at the table and ask yourself, what is our lowest x value? So we went up and we looked at the table and we noticed that in this case, our lowest x value was minus 4. Your calculator is saying to you that you are starting at 1. Please remember, you are in charge of your calculator. You need to make sure that it matches up with what has been given. So we need to change this so that we are going to start at minus 4. Press equals. Okay, step number 4. We are looking at an endpoint. Our endpoint, remember, is our highest x value. When we go up and we look at our table that was provided, we noticed that we were ending at 4. Make the change. End 4. Press equals. We went up and we looked at our table again and we noticed that every time we took steps, we were increasing by values of 2 steps at a time. So therefore, our step or our interval is going to be 2. Press equals. Now, what do we notice? A table has been generated for us. In this table, we have got a column of x values and we have got a column that says f of x. Another word for f of x is y. Now remember that if I have x values and if I have y values, this over here indicates that I have got a set of coordinates. So to read this off, minus 4 and minus 2, minus 2 and 0, 0 and 2, 2 and 4, 4 and 6. So that there, your calculator has now gone and given you the coordinates. But the question didn't ask us for coordinates. It didn't ask us to draw a graph. The question said to us, complete the table. So we are able to go back and use the information that was given to us. And we are able to go and complete our table of values. So minus 4 and minus 2. Minus 2 and 0. 0 and 2. 2 and 4. 4 and 6. So there we've got our table that has been completed for us. Please remember that you are able to, as I've mentioned before, you are able to use your table mode to draw graphs, to find coordinates, or to complete tables, or even further, interpret graphs that have already been given to us. I hope you found this information useful. Should you have any questions, pop us a message and we'll gladly help you out.